Welcome to the channel. This video is going to be a multi-day video, maybe a multi-week video. Gonna go over a little project that me and my wife want to do. And an outside project, lawn and garden project. And let me turn the camera around and show you. Okay, so the front of our house is right here. All right, we have steps right here. We want to put a flower bed from the steps over to the end of the house there. Same thing on that side. So what we're going to do is we're going to come out to the end of the step and come right out over here. We're going to till this up a little bit. I don't know, remove some of this stuff hopefully or whatever, just rake it out. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Lay some felt down, landscaping felt. Got some edging that we're going to go to the end. And then, whatever plants that my wife wants to plant in here. I think she wants to do maybe something over here, bigger thing, maybe a little bigger of a shrub or a small miniature tree, I don't know. And then whatever plants. Then we're gonna put mulch in there. And she also mentioned that she may just put like, some kind of decorative, put a decorative stone for a base, kind of like a saucer or some kind of, maybe do potted plants and set them on there. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, let's see what I got. All these links will be in the description below. All this stuff here I picked up from Lowe's, and anything else that comes along in the future days and weeks of this project, links will be in the description below. So I picked up this no dig landscape edging. Picked up 3 of them. They're 20-foot section, and each side of the house is, over 20 feet, but shorter than 30. So 3 sections would be good. All right. This is, comes in 1.5 inches height. It's flexible. It's easy to use. It comes with edging. It comes with 1 connector if you need to connect two pieces together, and about 8 spikes. All right. And it's real easy. I don't know if you can see in there, but got little holes in there. I'll show you when we take them out. All right. So 20-foot section, part number. Okay. Easy flex. All right. So then I picked up 3 packages. These are 10 spikes each. So we get 8 in each of these, and just in case we needed more. So I picked up these. Probably may not need them, but all right. 10 spikes, anchor, no digging, easy flex. Part number. Okay. Landscaping fabric. There's the part number. All right. Just basic. 3 foot by 50 feet. So gonna lay it down around and then overlap a little bit. So yeah, I got 4 of those, and I got an old one that I had lying around. So 4 of those. And then for the landscaping fabric, we got some landscaping pins. All right. They're just basic, horseshoe pins that you just pound through and pound through the felt. Okay. And got these at Lowe's also. And there's the number there. Okay. I got 2 bags of those. One's opened already. I used it on another project, but anyway, this video I'm not going to show you. I may not show you all the ongoing stuff. I may just show this, and I'm going to show this in steps, I think. So this is raw right now. We're going to figure out what we're going to do, and then dig up a little bit of this, and then lay everything down. So we'll see you in a bit. Okay, quick update. We laid down the felt. So we went 58 inches out from the wall out, and we're level with the steps. You know, even with the steps. And we went all the way down on each side. I'll show you. There we go. Got the felt down. Two rows of it overlap all the way down, and we, you know, staked them down. Got a lightly staked down at the end there. Okay. You know, I didn't take out all the grass, but raked it out a little bit, and then we did here. Over here is a little bit of an issue. This is where I got my power going into my house there, and my cable and phone lines. So I cut around it, and then I put another piece of felt and overlapped it, and we're all the way down. Next step is to lay down the edging, and I wanted to give you a closer look at the edging. So this is the edging, and you got these holes here. And we got the stakes. The stakes will go right in there. Okay, and it comes with a connector piece. So if you need to put two pieces in, you might have to trim this here a little bit so they connect, because they don't like they do over here, like on the regular holes. See, they're right there. So trim a little bit of these off to make it connect. Yeah. Okay. Our next step is we're gonna lay this out right along here, the edge. And then we're gonna have to connect right here. So I think 20 feet's around here. Then we're gonna have to connect another piece, and then we're gonna have to round it right to here. Okay? We're gonna do a round corner, and then we'll have to trim off the rest of this. So I'll show you when we get there. Okay. We're done for today. Got this side done. Got the edging all in here. I got some more stakes, but I want to finish up that side there. Ran out of edging for that side, so I don't want to use up all my stakes yet, because I still got to stake down that one. But for some reason, I mismeasured. I thought I needed, 20 feet would be down, close to, down to here, down to here or whatever. And then I needed a little piece just to go around. But it is over 30 feet down here. So I only bought 60 feet. I figured 20 feet, one whole row on one side, one whole row on another side. And I could take that 20 footer and cut it in half, and it'd be whatever. No. So now I got to run out to Lowe's and get one more roll of this edging. I'm not going to do that today though, because Renee wants to look at flowers and plants to decide what she wants to put in here. Plus then we're going to, buy some mulch to fill this in and have it. So, done. But anyway, so this side here is done. Got the edging down here. So 20 feet came to here. And just to let you know, this is, I don't know. I don't like how, I tried figuring out how this is going to work, but when I cut it, I wanted this to match. So this is how it is. I don't know. It just doesn't match that great, I don't think. But you ain't going to see it when it's all full of mulch. But that's the joiner there. I couldn't get the joiner to match up with the holes, but so I just staked it over. It's good enough. When this is all filled in with the black mulch, you ain't gonna see it. And then instead of doing a straight, you could actually cut this if you wanted to and fold it over, and it'd be like a corner edge. I didn't want that, so we just did a rounded edge. What do you think? You won't see a lot of this once it's all covered up with the mulch. Okay? But yeah, so down here Got that started there. It's a little, you know, going with the flow of the, ground or whatever. And 20 feet right here. So I didn't have enough to go the rest of this way and then round it around. So, you know, of course this is square, but once we round this up, it'll be in there. But anyway, that's it for today. We'll be back when we get the rest of the stuff. See you then. Okay, it's been a few days later. We're almost done with our flower beds. Let me show you. We got the edging all finished in here. All right. We got our plants that we wanted in here, and I'll show you what they are. And we have black rubber mulch in here. All right. Quite a few bags. All right. We still need a few more bags. Ran out. Let's see here. We did 46. We bought what all they had was 46 black rubber mulch. So as you can see there, we still have some bare. We got a good sized bare spot where just the felt, and it's a little thin in some areas here. So I need to get a few more bags. But like right here, you can see a little thin spot right there. Okay. Black rubber mulch. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested, so you know what it is, which kind we bought. We got it at Walmart. Okay. And then all these plants here, we got at Lowe's. We have these blue vases here. My wife wants to put in some other kind of plants, some annuals in here. So we got a plant. She used to have these on our porch, so she wants to put them here. And she got another match, the same one over on that side. So that's going to be her annual flowers. Didn't want to really plant anything right here too much, because that's, if you see in the back, that's where our power goes into the house and our phone and cable line. So we didn't really want to dig here. So we decided we're going to put a pot here, and she could put her annuals in there that she likes to do. Anyway, so we have the same exact plants over here, except we have one more tree over here on this side. So we have, as over on this side. This side's a little shorter. So, annuals are going to go here. Okay. Now this is a green mountain boxwood right here. It's kind of like a small bush. It'll grow, I don't know, can't remember what it was, 4 feet maybe, about 4 feet, so I don't know. Then we have dwarf arbutus spruce. Okay. Then we have a Delaware Valley white azalea. It's pretty cool. And then since this side is a little longer, we have another dwarf arbutus spruce here to go in between the big part of the house right there. Okay. These grow 5 feet tall to 5 feet wide, so should be all right. And then we have a purple gem rhododendron. Nice purple, pretty cool. Same on the other side. And here is a cherry truffle corbel. Kind of looks like, just red leaves. Pretty cool. I don't know if we're going to add any more into here. We're going to let these grow to see how they take off first. The ground wasn't the greatest here, so I used some manure when we dug the holes. Of course, you dig them bigger than what the pot is. And I mixed in some manure with the backfill dirt to put back in there. Okay? And then we put the rubber mulch over it. But this is what our flower beds look like right now. Looks pretty good, huh? That's the end of the video. So, how did we do? What do you think of our little flower bed? you know, relatively inexpensive way to do it, except for the mulch. If you're doing rubber mulch is expensive, and black is especially hard to find. They have brown all over, brown rubber mulch. Wouldn't you think black would be easier, because that's what tires are made of? They're shredded tires. What are tires? Black. So they have red and brown, all the dyed ones, but why is it so hard to find black, which is what the color is? I don't know. But anyway, that's the most expensive part, was the rubber mulch. Filling all this in. I like the rubber, it lasts forever and it don't fade. Anyway, how'd we do? Leave it in the comments. And if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you're notified when I put up new videos. Like I said, there'll be some links in the description below for all the materials I got to do this if you're interested. Everything but the flowers, the plants and stuff, they're not in there. But I got the plants at Lowe's. You decide whatever you want. And if you want to see some more of my content, check out the video right here. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.